Hello, everyone, and welcome to our TAAS Investments Insider Podcast Show. My name is Tony Lopez. Today, I have here our CEO and owner of TAAS Investments, TAAS Siddiqui. And today, we will be discussing our insights as well as our feedback from our latest Quest Expo in Las Colinas, Texas, which we attended this past weekend. For the next 30 minutes, we will be discussing what investors were interested at the event, what their feedback is regarding build to rent, and we will be discussing why all investors need to be paying attention to the build to rent space. But before we get into that, let's take a moment to introduce TAAS Investments. TAAS Investments is an investment firm with a rich history of connecting high net worth investors with real estate investment opportunities. With over a decade of experience in the industry, TAAS stands as a seasoned player, uniquely positioned with expertise not only in real estate investments, but also in construction and development. In the BTR space, TAAS Investments has a proven track record. We've built several townhomes, duplexes, fourplexes, and even a multifamily community. We recently completed a BTR project in Wiley, Texas, where we internally manage all aspects of the project, from raw land acquisition, entitlements, land and vertical construction. And now we are also the property management company. Now, let's welcome our owner and CEO, TAAS Siddiqui. Taheed, it's great to have you here. Before we jump into the takeaways from the Quest Expo, could you shed some light on BTR for those who might not be familiar?
Yeah, thank you, Tony. I'm glad to be here. Build to rent, or BTR, is an evolving sector within the housing market that is quickly becoming a preferred choice for many. While the concept really isn't entirely new, its popularity is surging as we see a shift in housing preferences. BTR developments are purpose-built residential communities designed exclusively for renters. These aren't your typical apartments. They are thoughtfully constructed homes and townhomes, each equipped with amenities tailored to the modern renter's lifestyle. We're talking about expansive community areas, professional property management, and state-of-the-art technology seamlessly integrated into each property. And BTR is all about combining luxury with convenience. It's for people who want comfort, privacy, and a sense of community. The BTR homes give you all the perks of owning a home without the hassle. They are perfect for families and retirees who want to enjoy the benefits of neighborhood without worrying about maintenance. So, all the benefits, none of the headaches.
Can you elaborate on the tenant profile that build to rent properties typically attract?
Tenants by choice is a key category within the build to rent demographics. These are individuals who prefer renting for lifestyle benefits it offers. They're not renting because they have to, they're renting because they choose to. This group includes millennials who are attracted to the flexibility and convenience of renting. They are not ready to be tied down by a mortgage, yet they seek the comfort and amenities of a home. Then we have the empty nesters and retirees. They have owned homes before and now opt for a hassle-free experience of renting. They are looking for a quality homes in communities where they can connect with others while enjoying their independence. Professionals across the various fields also fall in this category. They value the ease of managed property and the ability to relocate for career advancement without the burden of selling a home. In summary, build-to-rent properties are designed for discerning tenants who make a cautious choice for a certain quality of life, one that balances freedom, community, and luxury.
How are BTRs doing in the current market, and tell us a bit about its future?
So in terms of the current market, the BTR sector is experiencing robust growth. We're also seeing a construction boom in this sector. Last year, developers brought over 27,000 BTR units online, an all-time high for BTR completions. And Texas ranked first for units underway at over 15,000 units. Also looking ahead, the future of BTR is bright. Insights from Forbes magazine project a staggering increase in American families opting for single-family rentals. That by 2030, the number is expected to soared to 28 million, marking a growth of over 6%.
Great. So the present and the future of build to rent look strong. No wonder it's attracting institutions. How were investors at the expo viewing BTR in the current market?
Oh, absolutely, Tony. Right now, we all know there's a significant level of uncertainty among investors, especially those who have invested heavily in the multifamily assets. We have had first-hand experience with this ourselves, having bought or sold over 2,400 units, mostly in Sunbelt. Many investors have been caught off guard by challenging capital calls and some even, unfortunately, in foreclosures. The feedback from investors this weekend has been very telling. They're seeing the evolving requirements of tenants and recognizing the significant housing shortages in states like Texas. Of course, driven by immigration from other countries and migration from other states within the country. The BTR sector is showing strong performance across KPIs that forward-thinking investors should be paying attention to. It is about diversifying portfolios strategically. While multifamily remains a robust sector, BTR presents unique advantages such as catering to millennials, baby boomers, and Gen Z, all of whom are major drivers of BTR demand. Millennials are looking for flexibility and prefer the lock and leave lifestyle that BTR offers, allowing them to move easily from job opportunities or personal reasons. They appreciate the transition from apartment living to a home environment with a suburban feel. Baby boomers, on the other hand, are downsized and prioritize privacy. They prefer living in homes rather than crowded apartments and value the convenience of professional management handling maintenance, allowing them to enjoy maintenance-free lifestyle. Gen Z is particularly attracted to BTRs because they value modern, tech-savvy living and flexibility to relocate as their careers evolve. They seek high-quality, well-designed homes with the latest amenities without the long-term commitment of home ownership. Investors are excited about the potential of BTR because it aligns well with the current market demands and offers a level of security and predictability that is very appealing in these uncertain times. They appreciate the opportunity to tap into a market that caters to a diverse tenant profiles, contributing to the sector's resilience. So the overall sentiment is one of the cautious optimism, with many seeing BTR as a valuable addition to their investment strategies.
By the way, for anyone that is not currently connected with us, you may follow us on Facebook by searching TAAS Investments, or you may set up a free introductory call by going to our website, taasinvestments.com. Now, with investors feeling uncertain about the multifamily space, what was the level of interest for the build-to-rent sector?
There was indeed a notable shift in sentiment among investors. While there is currently uncertainty surrounding the multifamily sector, with challenging like capital calls and foreclosures impacting investors, there was a clear sense of optimism and enthusiasm for build-to-rent sector, a bright spot in uncertain times. Investors are drawn to the stability and potential for consistent long-term income generation that BTR properties offer. They recognize the strategic advantages of BTR, such as addressing the housing shortage exacerbated by migration trends and appealing to diverse tenant demographics seeking high-quality rental housing, solving today's housing puzzle. Conversations revolve around the robust performance metrics of BTR, including high occupancy rate, reliable rental income, and lower maintenance costs compared to traditional multifamily investments. Investors were keenly interested in understanding how TAAS Investment manages the complexity of BTR development, construction, and even ongoing property management to maximize returns and mitigate risks. Overall, there was a shared consensus among investors that BTR presents a compelling opportunity for diversification and growth within their investment portfolios. To me, this signals a positive outlook for the sector moving forward.
Now, Tahid, why should investors reach out to TAAS Investments when it comes to build to rent?
Well, Tony, there are several reasons why investors should consider TAAS Investments for their build to rent opportunities. First off, we have over a decade of experience and a solid track record in real estate development. Over the past 10 years, we have been the general contractor for all of our projects, which means we have really honed our approach, strategies, and skills. We have successfully delivered a wide range of construction projects, including single-family homes, townhomes, duplexes, fourplexes, and multifamily communities. One of the things I believe that truly sets us apart is that we manage everything internally, from land acquisition to entitlements to vertical construction, stabilization, and property management. We handle it all. This comprehensive in-house management allows us to ensure seamless project execution and save costs for our investors. By keeping everything under one roof, we maintain maintain tight control over timelines, qualities, and budgets, which helps us reduce the risks associated with construction delays and other potential issues. I believe we really understand the intricacies of BTR projects from start to finish, which gives our investors confidence that we can deliver consistent results. Our extensive experience also allows us to navigate complex regulatory environments and optimize each phase of development to maximize returns. Our role, both as a developer and general contractor, shows our commitment to stability, reliability, and fulfilling our promises to investors. We prioritize transparency and accountability, providing peace of mind through thorough due diligence, detailed reporting, and proactive communication. Our ultimate goal is not to just construct quality homes and communities, but to build enduring partnerships based on trust and mutual success for our partners, investors, and tenants.
Tahid, with TAAS Investments' extensive experience and success in the build-to-rent sector, can you share a recent example your team faced during a project and how you successfully navigated it, particularly in light of COVID-19?
Oh yeah, one significant challenge we encountered was during the development of Wiley Lakes townhomes amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Like many construction projects, we faced disruptions in supply chains, labor availability, evolving safety protocols, and increased material costs. Navigating these challenges required a proactive approach and adaptability. We had to leverage our long-term business relationships with our vendors and directly communicated with our suppliers and subcontractors to mitigate delays as much as realistically possible. Moreover, our experience and integrated approach as both developer and general contractor proved invaluable. We were able to adjust schedules and workflows without compromising on quality or standards, ensuring that construction progressed efficiently despite the pandemic-related challenges. It is important to note that even with our extensive experience as a general contractor, navigating this period was exceptionally challenging. Without our accumulated knowledge and skills, or if we had appointed a third-party GC, reaching the project completion would have been much more uncertain.
So, Tahid, I really want to go back to the evolution of BTR for our audience. Please explain, are there any differences between BTRs, or are all BTRs created equal?
Tony, you know when it comes to build-to-rent communities, not all of them are created equal. While most BTRs in general can offer some really attractive returns and stable cash flows for investors, the ones built on individually deeded lots, they have a clear, distinct edge. Instead of being constructed on just one large lot, these communities give investors way more flexibility. You can choose to sell or lease individual units as you go, allowing for phased construction and leasing based on market demand. But it gets better. Financing is easier, zoning and city approvals are simplified, and you get an enhanced sense of community appeal. By avoiding the challenges of a single large lot, you can really maximize returns while minimizing risks. So when investors are evaluating BTR opportunities, definitely keep an eye out for those individually deeded lot communities. They offer a clear competitive advantage in this rapidly growing market.
Can you discuss how the sequential construction of units on individually deeded lots influences the financial and leasing aspects of build-to-rent projects, specifically in relation to your recent development in Wiley, Texas?
So in the context of BTR projects on individually deeded lots, sequential constructions offer significant financial advantages. As each unit is completed, it becomes available for rent, generating income even while construction continues on other units. This early rental income begins to offset the interest expense right away, enhancing the efficiency of financing for both builders as well as investors. Also, and very importantly, sequential construction streamlines the leasing process. Units are leased progressively, which relieves the property management company from the pressure of leasing all units simultaneously. This approach, of course, contrasts with new multifamily developments or traditional BTR projects on a single large lot, where leasing all units at once often necessitates offering concessions to attract tenants. Our recent BTR project in Wiley exemplifies the benefits of this method. Constructed on individually deeded lots, we managed to lease out units as they were completed, achieving full occupancy without the need for substantial concessions. This success can, of course, be attributed to diligent efforts of our property management team, but also to the advantages of sequential leasing inherent to individually deeded lots.
Wow, individually deeded lots offer numerous advantages for both financing and during a property's lease-up phase. How does this arrangement affect the construction process?
Absolutely, the construction process benefits significantly from this arrangement. By allowing construction to occur in smaller, more manageable phases, sometimes as specific as 3 to 5 units at a time, it offers a level of flexibility that is particularly advantageous in the construction of larger BTR projects with individually deeded lots. This phased approach not only facilitates better cash flow management and risk mitigation, but also empowers the developer to adapt swiftly to ever-changing market conditions. For instance, if there's a sudden shift in demand for certain types of units or amenities, developers can adjust their construction plans for the upcoming phases accordingly without being locked into a rigid development schedule. Moreover, this method can lead to improved quality control as builders can focus their attention on a smaller number of units at any given time, ensuring each one meets the high standards expected in today's market. It also allows for the incorporation of feedback from the early tenants, which can be used to enhance the design and functionality of future phases. In essence, this construction strategy aligns perfectly with the dynamic nature of real estate markets, providing a practical solution for developers to stay competitive and responsive to the needs and preferences of potential renters.
That is great. Individually deeded lots benefit investors in numerous ways. How does this setup influence zoning and approvals?
So this is where it gets interesting. Projects with individually deeded lots usually run into fewer roadblocks with zoning and regulation. Why? Because they fit the mold of traditional single-family homes, and that is something local officials can get behind. It is generally smoother sailing through the approval process. The closer a BTR project looks to multifamily units, the tougher it is to win over neighborhood and city officials.
Now, risk management is critical to any construction project. Could you discuss risk management in this context?
So risk management is all about not putting all your eggs in one basket, right? With individually deeded lots, you're spreading out the units, which means you're also spreading out the risk. If the market takes a turn or a hiccup happens in one part of the development, it does not bring down the whole project. It's like having several backup plans in one place just in case.
Tahid, thanks for sharing your insights with us today. Individually deeded lots offer several advantages to investors and builders. So let's wrap this up. Is there anything else you would like to add as we conclude today's episode?
The BTR landscape is changing the game. We're talking about deeded lots that bring a whole new level of flexibility and ease in financing. It is about building smarter, not harder, phasing projects, simplifying zoning, and appealing to the market more effectively. And let's talk numbers. A 300% surge in the market, that is huge. It is clear evidence that millennials and empty nesters are craving these spacious, family-friendly rental options. With over 27,000 built-to-rent homes hitting the market, we're not just riding the wave, we're making it. The BTR world is ripe with opportunity, and it's an exhilarating time to dive in.